Hi guys, welcome to the Unpopular Opinion. I'm Kerry,
Claire,
Prim,
and we're real,
Raw,
and we're saying it all.
We need a new song. Do you guys think we need a new song? That's not how I intended.
Your child experiencing speech delay. If you're wondering what speech delay is it's basically when a child is not hitting their speech milestones by a particular age. The good news is that 70 to 80% of children self-resolve and eventually start talking your ear off. However, 20 to 30% of children don't. They will need help, and there is no way of you knowing where your child is going to fall. We have never seen a parent who regretted getting early intervention for their child. However, we've seen so many who have regretted not getting it.
Join the Bluemoon Early Intervention Program, a fun, play-based program designed to help children develop as they should. Worst case scenario is that your child goes to Bluemoon and has the best time of their life while also learning how to speak.
Call Bluemoon International School today and ask about our early intervention program. We can't wait to meet you and your precious little one.
Welcome back to the Unpopular Opinion. If it's your first time, welcome. For the first time, share with a friend, subscribe. There's a button down there, but it's red. Is the button red?
It's red.
It's red. Subscribe to our channel. It really supports what we do. We have a really fun topic today, forwarded by yours truly. Do you know why she's excited? Because now, today, you guys, it's our third year of the Unpopular. Or we're entering our fourth. Is the day that she has made for us a table that has numbers.
The professionalism here is suspicious. Like it's too suspicious, Prim. What happened?
So to everyone,
what do you want?
To everyone who is like me and wants science, continue to push. Sometimes you make it. The team catches up and moves with you. So
the professionalism in this table, even just the way you put the
pointers. There are things, but no, it's because I sent the breakdown and then Joanita did. She's the one who fed it in like.
Doesn't matter. You produce. You are in charge.
Head of production over at Hama.
Prim is our head of production and product production.
Yeah.
And wow, I must say you've done an amazing job.
Like, please send it to Sudesh as well so that you can see that I am into
Sudesh marks our homework. Anyway, so to all the Karens who are in the comments who are now going to comment on her thighs.
Oh, yeah.
Know that this thighs.
Drink water. Drink water.
Yeah, I know someone is going to be like, oh,
Rwenzori Water.
Yeah,
this
Claire
one.
and Fiona.
I
yes, Claire and Fiona.
Teach your friend.
The topic is good, but I'm distracted by Prim's dressing. Please, Claire and Fiona, talk to Prim and blah, 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 blah. Guys, it is not your thighs that are glowing, is it? And it is not you looking hot. Anyway,
podcast now, so you can also switch to podcast.
You don't have to sit there and have to distract you.
Yeah.
But if you insist on being here, just kindly,
hydrate.
Grab yourself a bottle of Rwenzori and just hydrate.
Hydrate that mango.
Renew thyself in Christ by drinking
a
bottle of water.
Renewed.
I think they get the picture now.
Drink
you
a
get
bottle
the
of
picture.
water and
hydrate. But anyway, all jokes aside, let women, wear what they want. Let women
honestly,
what they want.
If you're distracted, go find people who don't distract you. That's
podcast. We have podcasts. Podcast is to cater. Our podcast is to cater for visual distractions.
Yeah. If you are offended by the sight of thighs, moisturized thighs.
Right.
So you guys, how are you? How are you?
Great.
I'm good.
Great.
Yeah.
Good. Did you also tell them that I was here the earliest today? Claire was in shock when she found
me. Batumwe, I do not know what.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year 2025.
Spices.
Happy New Year 2025.
We don't know who has possessed our friend, but we're loving it. We're really loving it.
We're in a new season because if you follow us maybe on socials, you might know that now, we've gone through we said a process with our organizational designer, and I feel like it has renewed our energies. Also, we've had some difficult conversations that we needed to have because working with friends, that's a topic for another day. It's not easy. So I feel like there's a renewal that's happening, and it's showing in
love it. What we are
Yeah. I feel like even our energy today is just like different.
Yeah. We hope you guys can see it. We hope you guys are feeling it as we are. Anyway, how are we? Let us.
We are great. I'm great. So yeah, I'm great. I'm good enough to talk about exes. Yeah, let's get into.
Let's talk about exes.
Fiona, are you okay?
As I'm here looking like a married lady, guys, they told me that this dress near about misses.
Yes, it's for misses.
No, my misses. Or when you're asking them like, but now how old is the baby? 9 months.
But flat waist.
You're like,
your stomach looks
fat,
nice.
you guys. All this fat, like, stop it.
You're only missing that cat twist. You're only missing that cat twist that
like a small twist.
Like a small twist that they all do it from Bugolobi Market. There's a chick in Bugolobi Market who is encouraging that hair. Whoever
the
you
twist
are,
is like this size, one strand.
Twist can never be you, Fiona.
I could never sit that long. It's not.
But that cat twist, you guys can take you so many
It can, but doesn't it break people's hair? I see it a lot with
does.
prominent
But you guys, Banyankole wives always have nice hair. So what is it breaking? They always have very nice hair.
Edges, even for the nice over
I always see them with their edges intact.
It's because they have accepted this is my fate. This small twist is the hair I've chosen.
They don't care about their edges.
It's the hill I'm dying on. It's the hill I'm dying on in this life. My small twist. Anyway, exes, guys. So we're going to talk about the delicate dance with exes.
This is how you're dancing around.
This is not the delicate dance.
Clearly, this one is not delicate, but but yeah, we go.
So so let me even read the way it is here. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the transition from romance to friendship. Immediately I saw this, I was like, absolutely not. Me, and I've said it before, I think, I do not stay friends with exes, period. Yeah. It's not a hate thing. I don't have room for exes in my life, and I don't want room in theirs either. When we meet, hello, how are you? Good pleasantries.
If you bump into each other.
By chance, and that's for me where it stops. So maybe you guys can talk about those transitions. No. I can't do it.
So before I met her, I used to stay friends. Then I met her. And I was like, I'm not doing this, right? But also my reasons for staying friends with them, I realized came from a point of ego and pride. And this is a discussion I actually had with my friend for like, I think even like 2 days ago. That thing where you want to be like, let me stay in your life so that you can see what a wonderful person you lost. Yeah. Let me stay in your life and keep doing all these nice things for you so you can see that I was the better person. You never see anyone better than me. Or let me just like take a high road. I want you to see that I'm still a good person throughout. Please call me when you need help. I'll keep calling you to see, are you okay? Are you fine? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But now I can't even say that we become enemies. But I don't know. Like there's just like nothing there. Like before I tried to keep in touch. Now I don't. Yeah. Now I will not like text. I'll not call. But if you call, if I am not doing something with my phone, I don't know if I want to, I don't know if I'll pick up. Yeah. Oh, I'm there. I'm there.
I feel like it's a bridge. I don't see the point of keeping that bridge open. Because even when I imagine like a partner, I'm like, do I really want my partner out here?
To have friendship with his
friendly, super friendly with his exes. It's uncomfortable. Even if nothing is happening between you, something is happening, whether you realize it or not. I feel like exes are just delicate. Even now when I meat an ex, they are remnants. Yeah. It's not, but there's like,
it's a caffeine.
There's things in that. I don't know what it is. And I'd rather keep my distance from it.
I think because for me, I've had an ex-husband. I feel like ex-boyfriends just like, come on, that's child's play. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's child's play. So I don't consider any of my ex-boyfriends exes.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like it's just...
they're just people in the world.
They are people I used to kiss one time and I no longer.
So you're so
it's just it. Yeah, no, they did. Most of them didn't actually. Most of them didn't actually. That's the interesting part. Do you understand? Yeah. And I'm like, because I have an ex-husband and now I'm going to speak. I don't... As I said, ex-boyfriends are child's play when you have an ex-husband. So no, you don't keep in touch. Okay. You don't.
And especially if you didn't share kids, right? You didn't share kids.
We didn't. So there's
you had shared kids, do you think it would have been definitely different, right?
It would have been different. The science of having children with an ex is unfortunately something I don't have experience with. So I can't really talk much about, but yeah, it would have been different for sure. But because we didn't share anything, we split the assets that we had built. And yeah, I have not spoken to him.
Is that why you don't have a complete set of cups? There's a cup.
Yeah, you
set
just
of
do
cups.
half. There's
Why
a section. You split everything.
Like you guys, I can't.
But I think it's and you know, because my ex is also married again. He's married. Okay. He's remarried now, and it's just there's no point because our lives were so. He was my husband for crying out loud for years. Does that make sense? So it's a delicate. Like he's married again. I'm married again. I have a child. You know, and it's just
how do you?
There's
nothing
exactly there. Like how do I make my husband if I'm friends with him? His wife, my husband.
What's the science?
What's that about? You know, it can't. I don't know. I mean, I know some people do, and then they become best of friends.
Yeah.
But for us, it's just, and it's not even. I don't hate him. I wish him well. Yeah. By the way, when I bump into him at the supermarket, which sometimes. Every now this year I haven't, but if I bump into him, I'll say a polite hello, how are you? And he'll say hello back, how are you? And that's it. Yeah. We move on to our agendas. Other than that,
nothing there.
What about on social media? Because I think it was recently that I had on TMI actually, Lydia was saying how I don't remember what the total topic was, but it was something. But she was saying how like it's really like it's not okay. Like in her opinion, she just can't roll with the whole. You're there online, and then let's say I have my ex is called John, and then I even don't know how to.
I think the context was something like he's there up in people's comments saying, "Yes, girl, fire."
Oh no, actually, it was about a partner, like your partner being all super friendly with your friends. Okay, that's a different topic. But like you know, on social media, when you have an ex, and maybe you're still friends online, and he's liking your pictures, and you're also saying, "Oh, nice heart. Oh, congrats on that graduation."
You finally went to Paris, like you
I'm
always
so proud
wanted.
of you. I knew you could. What do you mean?
I remember when we talked about going to Denmark.
Yeah.
No.
You finally did it without me.
Blocked. As soon as you are my ex, you have, and not even in a hate way. I do not have a hateful bone in my body. It doesn't matter what you do to me, by the way. But there's just a line, because obviously you had feelings for this person.
Yeah, like you went some places.
Exactly. So it kind of blurs the line, in my opinion.
It does.
Bob is about to find out for this episode that when we separated, I unfollowed him. So for him, what he's there judging him, I was passing by your Instagram.
You don't know.
Now I'm going to see the fridge. And I'm like, interesting. Yeah.
He didn't know you unfollowed.
He's finding out with the rest of us today now.
But
anyway, he's not active on social media, so it doesn't.
It doesn't. So there's nothing he's posting.
No, there's nothing he's posting.
I just have this no contact,
I burned the bridge, like the bridge is burned.
Yeah, no contact.
Is that why Karuma is falling apart?
because Fiona burned bridges
from
various bridges. It's the reason.
You guys, I'm like, why? Why do you stay friends with someone you had feelings for?
Yeah.
Because usually you will find, especially if they're a really genuinely good person, unless they're narcissistic and all these things, but if they were a genuinely good person, the chances of starting to get feelings for them,
easy.
It's so
Kali,
easy.
No.
You girl me, I went to a wedding and met my ex.
Tell us more.
Especially when they've changed and they're using
my ex
that they
at a
just
wedding.
use different English words. When they're using different English words, it's easy for you to
first you the English
fall over.
No, there's just you guys.
I mean, you were attracted to
you
them
feel
for
some
a reason.
feelings.
You do?
I felt them. I felt those feelings of like, even like, I didn't expect this. What is this? What is this?
Yeah.
I mean, we spoke, and then I feel like actually the speaking was helpful, because it was like, this is simply what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I feel like that very short conversation was like, actually, this is where it was supposed to be. But that feeling was there. I can't even lie.
Even me, as I remarried, my ex was a good person. That's the truth. He's a good person. And, I've since forgotten the bad stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
You understand? I've since forgotten the bad stuff. So even any memories I have
are good memories.
Does that make sense? I've since forgotten the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I see why it's easy
so
for one
it's
to...
easy for me, and especially it's most dangerous when my husband and I are not going through a good season.
Yeah.
Imagine.
You get,
Yeah.
and then I remember I am friends with this guy who I am only seeing good things about because again we are friends.
Yeah.
I see how complicated that can get. Right now, when I remember my ex, I do not remember the bad things. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Actually,
I will not lie. I remember him as a good person.
yeah. I didn't
You
see
get.
that. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
I didn't, but there's an ex of mine I've talked about before, and I remember like people saying, "Oh my God, who is that? This person wasn't good." Blah blah blah. But like when you talk about conversation, it makes sense. It's the time I spoke to them, and for me, imagine my closure has come what? When was it? Like about 9 years later, when I had a conversation with them sometime, I remember actually making a phone call to my friend Pam. It was raining, and I'm like, my God, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for where he is, and I'm happy for the person he's dating now and the person he's going to date in future, because what a wonderful man. Like, I spoke to him. I've seen his, like, I saw his demos back then, and we were both young, and seeing him and experiencing him as an adult, I remember feeling like, wow, I'm not getting back to this.
Yeah, you're like, but
because,
why?
there's always that whole, he's always been like, you were the love of my life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's that though? Anyway, but I see that whole thing of there's always been this openness of, if we wanted to work on this, we would.
Yeah.
You get, like, I've improved myself, blah, blah, blah. And that's why I say that we can't say that people don't change. How dare you say that people don't change? If you change, others are also liable to change it.
True.
I remember having a conversation with him, you guys. I drove home and I called my friend on speaker. I still see myself, I was just like, this man elevated. He really elevated. Whatever happened, he was a human being and he was a child, and that was that, but he elevated. He's doing so well.
Yeah.
But I remember telling myself I didn't feel like, oh, now I can get back with you. It was more like, good for you. Like, I wanted to look for the chick he's going to be with and tell her, you're so lucky.
Did you ever feel like, why isn't it me?
No. And in a way, I felt like if it took what happened with me
to get
for you to get there, like, I'm glad I contributed to your journey.
You're a much nicer human.
Like, I remember feeling like, wow, you've really changed. You've really worked on yourself. Because, like, we had a conversation about, he's like, some of the things you talk about, he's like, I can't even believe I did them. Yeah. Some of the things you talk about, I can't believe that I said them.
Yeah,
what? And I'm like, no, it's actually happened. Yeah. And he's like, really? He's like, I cringe being this kind of person. And he's kind, you guys. Like, he's kind. He's in a better place even with himself as a human being. Yeah. He's such a wonderful man. And
I just feel like for me, if I was put in a position like that, it is me who's going to want to be with a wonderful man. What do you mean I'm happy for the next woman?
But the thing is, even me,
I am the stepping stone. I am the one who made you better. Then you leave me and go on to the next woman.
No, they make themselves better. Maybe like having treated me a certain way, having dated me. Because we are like a couple of experiences for people. You're experiencing me, and there's a way you will improve from having experienced me. There's a way I'm going to improve from having experienced you. We are a collection of experiences, and that's what makes humanity. You get? Yeah, so if his experience with me is something that it's not what made him better. He drew from that as on his journey to elevation. I'm like, you know what? I'm glad to have been part of your experience. I'm glad, I'm happy for you. But even me, remember, I'm with someone who, oftentimes I wonder, what do like Bubu's exes say about him? You understand? We're also with people who are exes to other people. And they have also improved. You get? We've got probably a better version. Even me, I wasn't perfect. If they had a podcast to talk about me, God, I would actually be interested to hear what they say about me. You get? So even me, I'm someone's ex. You get, I was clingy, needy, impatient, blah, blah, blah. There are things they can say about me. I'm also someone's ex. So, I mean, like, I'm interested to hear what they would also have to say about me. So the person who is a better person that you're with, even meet a better version that I am, was once.
True. But I think for me, I would not even want the chance to find out that you're a better person.
I get that.
Does that make sense? I don't want the chance. I need to be.
It's been a long time. Not like how you're saying 9 years. I'm like, okay, maybe 9 years.
Yeah, 9 years.
But now, just here, 5 years, I don't want.
But it's such a short time.
It's a very, I don't know, it's just...
we blink and we are 40. You think 40 is fun?
No, I don't.
Short.
I don't, but it's just that for me at 33, I feel like my life has just begun. Me.
Of course.
I am too
Yeah,
excited.
yeah,
now. It's
all right,
like,
yeah.
My life has just begun, so I feel like, I have a very long life to
It
live.
is. It's a long life. It's just, anyway, for me, the more distance, the better, to be honest.
Yeah.
If you're doing well, by the way, I'm happy for you.
But I don't need to know it.
But also that thing that happens, you know how they say it's a small world?
Yeah, no, and then
It's
you
actually a small world, but the moment you stop dating someone, you stop seeing them.
do you know,
they
Kampala is
disappear.
so small, but
Yeah.
They disappear.
never
That's
to
true.
be seen. It's like you put
That
all the
is
energy
true.
in the world of
I don't
keep away,
Yeah.
and they stay
that's
away.
happened.
It's harder when you share friends.
But now talk about family. Talk about family that you've loved.
Beloveds. Beloveds.
Still pains me.
There's that first chill. There's that it was so difficult to leave because I literally also dated the mother. The mother and I used to go to church together.
You guys.
So it was just like, now do I
What
leave?
do you
What
do?
do I tell
And you love her. You genuinely
you're
love
like,
her.
What do I tell her? There's
Yeah.
also that one sister to that ex of yours that you like, the sister who becomes your friend. And she also, now the bad thing is that she also keeps
She's
calling,
also in the
checking on you.
middle. She's
She
trying to,
keeps checking in on you. And you're like,
but it can never stay the same after that. It can't be the same.
can't.
At least for me, it can't.
yeah, I know,
Like we are coward generally, but we can never be that.
But I met recently, I was at the hospital and then I had gone to see someone, right? So the person I'd gone to visit, their friend comes with their boyfriend. And you guys, they are close. This is someone who had been there with them for like 4 days in hospital, taking care of them. The girl, let's say Mary. So when Mary walks out, she's like, oh, but Mary used to date my brother. And I wonder what she saw in him. She's like, I always told her she's better than him. She's like,
Yeah.
anyway, now when they broke up, I was so happy. I was very glad that she had left my brother because you guys, my brother
She's a
hadn't
nice
got his
person.
life together. So anyway, now she's dating this new guy. She's like, when she left my brother, her and I became very close. We are best friends actually. And this is her new man, who is an amazing man, who is so good to her. I'm feeling like, she's like, yeah, my
It's
brother.
fine. I
She's like,
won't
you guys,
lie.
I know my brother. I've seen him. She's like, she deserves better. She's like, okay, now he has improved. And we even see him and laugh at him like, Kale, you lost a nice
Yeah,
girl, what.
yeah.
But I'm like, I'm glad she left him. Even when they were together, I used to be like, why are you with him? Why are you with him? And I'm like, if you do not love women, I don't know.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I don't know what,
There's
because
always
now for me, I have a genuinely good brother. So I don't know what I'd do if he was not a nice person.
Yeah.
You know? But for me, with any of my siblings, you're done, we are done.
I get it also,
Yeah.
by the way.
You're done with them. Me and my loyalty, ono ye yakunda.
We are going.
We are yakundaga. Do you understand? There is absolutely no way.
Okay.
If your bridges are burnt with my brother, for me as well,
What if you work together?
what,
When
then
did you
we'll
have
be
work together?
workmates. Then we'll be workmates. For me personally,
Have you seen those girls who say, who stay friends with your ex, and then they're like, but as in, for me and him, we are friends.
are
Why would we break up because you broke up?
Exactly. And I respect that entirely. It's just now for me how I work is the person. It's like, Fiona, you have shown me, you're my sister, you have shown me your boyfriend. The moment you break up, what business do I have with them? You are my bridge. Does that
Yeah.
make sense? If you have burnt your own bridge, then there is no relationship there.
Yeah.
It has never happened.
I guess this thing is also a bit complex. You know how
Yeah.
there's always like little exceptions to the rule. Actually, no,
Yes.
say that to every rule there's an exception.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. Like, of course, you have your way you've chosen to live your life, but every now and then you find a surprise.
Yeah.
you know?
Yes, surprise on surprise, SOS.
Yeah, you find that SOS, and it's just like, oh, I didn't know things could work that way,
Yeah.
because even me, there are some things, because that family thing.
I had a...
Haven't you guys experienced it when you're genuinely like you have a good relationship with their family? So when you break up, you're like, hey, so now what do I do? We can't.
What do I do
we
with
can't be
cousin so
hi,
and
hi,
so?
sis, well, let's have coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just awkward.
But I feel like when you get the first conversation or two out of the way, you can get back there. Of like, for you, I feel like that the problem is when you don't address the elephant in the room. But when we say that, you know what, your brother and I are not together anymore, but let's say this person is like, I would like to pursue a friendship with you, blah, blah, blah. All right, don't tell me about your brother, etc.
Yeah.
But now there's also that campaign where now your brother has found someone new and they're getting married. Do you ask her, why didn't you tell me he was getting married? You should have prepared me and warned me. Yet we said that we
That's the
shouldn't talk
thing.
about it.
It's complicated. Who are you loyal to?
like-
Who are you loyal
there are
to?
good things.
Yeah.
There are good
Because
things.
even if I knew, let's say, something about my brother that she doesn't, or my
Yeah.
sister that he doesn't, you get, how do I be his friend because I cannot tell him what I know. How can I be your friend and say, so me, I don't, those lines are not blood. When you're my sister-in-law, it takes time to build friendships, you get. Because I said now, my husband's sister is my friend. My husband's sister is my friend. Philip's sister is my friend.
Okay.
You get. She's a good friend of mine, and I'd hate it if she severed the relationship with me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I would respect it, but it wouldn't be pleasant. Does that make sense? But I would understand.
Yeah.
I would understand it.
Yeah.
Does that?
That this is hard for her.
Yes, this
because
is hard
her
for her.
brother,
I
if
would
something
understand.
happened,
Yes, I would.
Okay. All right. There's a point here. I don't know. I'm going to ask you guys to run with it because it's about long distance and exes across distances. May feel like even better.
The farther you are,
but you see,
the better.
sometimes with the relationship, it's that they didn't break up because there was something wrong. Let's say you were together and then someone is just like, oh, I can't do long distance,
the cause
blah, blah, blah.
was
It's
long distance,
yes.
and
the
now we are
cause
exes.
Is the person
And now he's back.
Actually, I've been in that.
Ottawa.
That happened to me when we were younger, and it was long distance that made it difficult. We broke up. When we found each other again later, the sparks were still there.
You started over.
Yeah, but when we broke up, we broke up. It was only later that when we found each other, like we started from a place of, but then it was distance, but now there's no distance anymore.
When you talk about long distance, I hope people of like works in Kabale and I work in Kampala.
They know themselves.
You're not in these comments. I hope you're not in these comments of even us we broke up in long distance. Kabale, you can go by bus.
You'll be there in a few hours. You can see
their challenges are
anytime.
valid. Their challenge is also valid.
No, but but it's the same thing of if you didn't break up because this person is narcissistic or this person is not a nice person, the chances of falling back in love, starting from where you stopped, are very high.
I feel like I can't say so much because I feel like I'm hanging out with a situation tomorrow, so I can't sit on here and give so many comments. But maybe if I wasn't hanging out with a situation tomorrow,
you'd give some advice.
Give
no
some
advice. But
advice.
the fact that tomorrow I'll be caught by, if any of you meets me like this, like isn't this the person you told us about this? And that? I don't want it to be awkward. So
you're going to sit
I'm not
this
going to
one
be
out.
a hypocrite. I'm going to sit this one out. Let us just hear from you, upright citizens.
Can you imagine like that? Because I felt it as well. Because when Philip and I first broke up, we broke up because it was distance. I was away for uni and he was here. Those feelings never went anywhere.
They were just like,
they never went anywhere at all. And the moment we
saw each other again,
do not recontact.
Yeah, I just feel like it's such a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Because that's someone like you
deeply care about. You get
No.
You deeply care about this person. And once you reinitiate that contact, you're almost guaranteed to slide down that slippery slope. Yeah. 100%.
Not about it, but
I'll let you guys know about tomorrow's slippery. So we'll be here. I'll let you know
Next
if I
episode.
slid.
don't over-oil
Next
yourself because you might
episode.
fall down that slope like this and break your neck.
Oh, go ashy. It
You
will
break
help.
your teeth. I think you're already in Invisalign. Don't be too oily. All right, guys. But we'd love to hear from you guys. I'm sure there's some people who stay friends with their exes. I've had people say those things like online.
Yeah, to be
I'm
very
always like,
honest
oh,
with you,
wow.
yeah. There's some who have stayed and honestly
also
it's been
circumstances.
good.
Yeah.
I've seen couples where my new husband is best friends with my ex-husband.
Yeah.
I've seen
And
those things.
his new
Yeah.
wife is best friends with
Yeah.
It must be beautiful. I won't lie. I look at it and I'm like, wow,
It's shocking. Like, so you're like,
nice.
nice. You
This
did talking
must be
about.
nice.
There's
How
a
does
party.
it work? Are they not banging each other's in
secretly.
secretly?
There's a party I attended.
You're like,
Yeah.
You're like,
all sweating.
No, they actually don't even have
Especially-
it. They don't have that fear.
Yeah.
They're okay, by the
I
way.
think that's on the outside.
Us on the outside who are judging.
There's a place I went to and my friend kept telling me, you see that one? Yes, now that one is to be married to this one.
Yeah.
Now this one that's the ex-wife there, but Bambi, they just got married to this other one and they're just also, we were the same party friends and it's just one circle of people.
Yeah.
So my friend's just like, okay, so you see this one who is doing this? Yes. Now, that's
The other one
the
used to be the
ex-wife,
ex.
but he's now married to this one. You guys,
And
they were
they're
like
all in
four
the
couples
same
that used to be
circle.
married to each other. And meanwhile, please note, these were not young people. They were all above 50. All above 50.
By the way, if our parents open up about their own stories,
Yes.
you get every now and then you see someone like an uncle or something saying something, And you realize Auntie Gundi, we used to be with Uncle Gundi.
Thanks, yes.
And now Uncle Gundi is now with the other auntie.
Yes.
And
That's exactly how my friend was pointing.
every now and then an uncle will spill the beans, you know, at a party when he's with enough alcohol. And they will spill the beans.
I feel like it's just a matter of getting over that first like awkward like moments and stuff. But also there are exes who have gone ahead to have such really good relationships. But the sad thing about it is that sometimes it also causes emotional cheating. That you find that you're like, this is a person who knows me. You're like, let me talk to them about, my husband is not paying school fees for the kids early, what. And this man is like, okay, for him, he cares about you. Yeah. Yes, you're in this marriage, but I care about you as Claire or Fiona. So it's like, how much is the school fees? It's like, let me pay. When your husband brings the money, you will give it refund. Back. I'm talking about a situation. I'm talking about situations that people are living. I'm sure there's someone who's just like, oh,
they're talking about me.
There are a lot of people who are like that. Yeah, like you know what? You have an ex. Yes, he's married. It's not even like you're getting back together there, but
it's just he's your person.
He's your person who runs your family.
You know, men. I feel like for men, unlike women, men communicate a lot through their money. Yeah, I don't know if a man is spending a certain type of money on a woman. There's something he's communicating, whether he realizes it or not.
Yeah. What do you mean? Like,
there's a way
I'm just helping money, like her with school fees.
Yes. If he just like says like, no, Prim,
mobile money,
something is happening.
Oh, you think that? So are you saying that those who are not giving money are not communicating?
Yes. Even down to 20K, if they're giving you their 5K out of their 20K.
No, if they are giving you 20K, if they're not giving you money, why? Are you still
like that, guys? These guys are taking me in another direction. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying that men
are taking me in another direction.
Men generally communicate something strongly towards through their money,
and
I agree. Us is not really like that. So I feel like if there's an ex situation, and then I tell you, you're the one who is loaning her 5 million.
Yes.
Well,
there are a lot of people who
there's a husband or there's a boyfriend.
Yeah. It's too, I don't know. It's just too, I don't know, the line is
weird.
Blurred. I'm not understanding it.
That's why we're calling it the delicate dance of the exes. That's what this topic is. The delicate dance.
But literally, you're a ballerina.
I feel like being in contact with your ex will one day blur the line. Somehow, that's my opinion. You will blur that line.
Hear from people.
Yeah.
We should make it even like an Instagram, whatever.
Yeah.
And hear you guys' stories.
We also want to, not just like, yes, I'm friends, but like those who have remained.
Yeah, like what does that look like?
What does that look like
for some people, it's circumstances, by the way. I mean, if we have a child together, we have to figure out a way. You may not be friends. Maybe some people are just cordial. This is the line we've drawn, and da-da-da-da-da. But some people have like a friendship. I don't know, we haven't experienced some of these things, but we'd love to hear from you guys about, like, as you're oiling yourself in the morning, going into the streets to be on those slippery slopes. And you're like,
what goes on in your
mind?
Put
on my recent naturals and go into the slides of Exes. Like, what are you planning? Actually, also ask yourself, what are you hoping for? As you're there saying, like, me and my ex are just like friends. But then when you go, you wear your best lingerie.
Why? Why?
Maybe because
that you're red panty. Why?
I don't know. Maybe this person just likes to match their lingerie
on that specific
around
day?
People.
No, guys, that's not the lingerie of every day. It's the lingerie for we have a soiree. Then he's going to show up at some meeting. You're like, ooh.
Let me wear the snatched dress from Material Girl. I hear you. But mostly when we are dressing up for exes, but it's to make you feel pain. No one is wearing it to.
And for me, that's also a dangerous part. Why are you trying to make him feel pain? Because you still have feelings.
No, most times it's just to be
because
the winner.
Honestly, no. Because most for me, honestly, like because I don't have any feelings for my ex-husband. If he sees me in pajamas, if he sees me how, I don't care.
No way you're saying
it's nice if my ex finds me, I'm looking.
I know, I don't care. Personally, I don't care.
Deeply, like I'm not actively, but it's nice.
Let me tell you.
This when you find me, I'm just
as me, because you used to see me in my worst. Did you get what I mean? You don't.
Like yesterday, my friend, I have a friend who was in like a bad, like if my exes even go to like businesses, like ex-business partners. My friend had a bad ex-business partner who like stole from her company and stuff. So my friend, like they used to walk to vend the product, and when the product picked up, the guy like stole from her and stuff like that. So anyway, yesterday, like they've been some milestones in her life. Now she has finally bought her own car. She has like a different job, a better job. She's like, Munanga, so I met him at the Northern Bypass in the old car of that was for, imagine the car was for the company, so it was owned by both of them. He took it. So she just like moved on to the next topic. I'm like, no, come back here. did you ensure that he saw you? You were in. Where are you saying? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, did you say what?
What
I'm
do you
like,
mean?
did the car at least
You
look
know
like
reverse.
it is slow on the road? Was it making noises? She's just like, I don't know. I didn't like notice. Did you lower the window to hear that the car is a DMC?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, did he look sad? Was he talking to himself alone in the car? Did he seem like at least he's mumbling and like, I mean, to be more told there? She's just like, I don't know me. I just like, and I'm like, why are you taking the freaking high road?
People are here.
Waiter, even if you're not going up on that bypass, waiter one end, no? So that
Come
you'll be
back.
like, oh, sorry, the UBR almost knocked you. It's the newest number plate in town. Rather do that. Anyway, so yeah, we're like, why? It's not like we're intentionally doing it, but like if you saw me looking hot and stuff, I'm not going to just be like, really? Oh, interesting. You think I look good? Oh, imagine.
This
I
old
just threw
thing.
on this
old thing.
This is
could
like
never
an
be
old
saying
suit
those things
from
and
Elsie
this old
Waikiki. I
thing.
just like
I
threw
just
this
think,
on.
Thank you.
I don't know. I honestly, genuinely don't care how my ex would see
I
me.
feel like it's not
You're a
an
better
active care for me,
human.
but I am happy. If you
Yeah,
can find me
yeah,
looking
yeah.
Fair
good.
enough.
If
but
you saw me
I'm glad.
elevating somewhere,
I'm glad.
oh yeah, even me, like I'm happy for me.
Even
yeah.
them, they're happy when you find them
yeah,
shining. So
yeah,
it's-
even them, yeah. It's just human nature.
Yeah.
It's just human nature.
Anyway, you guys let us know what your experiences are. Well, where do you fall on this whole
Yeah.
friends with exes? Maybe not. Let us know in the comments. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. TikTok is interesting. Our audience over there. That's a topic for
Very
another day.
interesting.
It's
Hi, friends of TikTok.
interesting.
Like, you know, interestingly, something we've noticed, what works on Instagram
Is
completely fails
On
on TikTok and vice versa. There are some boo clips we put on TikTok and it will go completely viral.
Yeah.
And on Instagram, we have 2,000 views.
It's so interesting. But anyway.
And the other way around. It's so interesting how, you know, the two audiences are different.
Quite different.
And as always, we're in the most amazing space with Nzou Media Hub. You guys know by now, they do all our production, shooting. They're here, seated here, looking
Thank you,
nice.
team.
They even come here, they're smart.
They get first class tickets.
Yeah. I hope we never
Front
become
row
exes.
seats to this.
Would we stay in touch with like Ryan or Sheila or Klops?
Do you know what I think I
we
would? This
broke up.
particular
Would we still
team I
talk to you
would.
guys?
Yeah, this particular team I
We'll
would.
just be on another episode in another space saying like,
Who?
I hope they
Nzou
can see
what?
that we have better lights.
So what?
Nzou, I'm like, why would you mention such a difficult name?
Will the bridges be burnt?
Will they? We'll just
Remain.
put
I
the
think
chairs.
you'll be-
Personally,
see.
I feel like this particular team, yeah, I would not burn that bridge
Hello?
personally.
Yeah.
Bagala.
Well,
Yeah,
remains
wait.
to be seen in 2050.
Yeah. TBD. TBD.
And we would also like to shout out, Rwenzori, you people, are you hydrating? I hope you got your bottle while we were talking about your ex, while you were reminiscing about those exes whose bridges you burnt or didn't burn, or those people you have feelings for, that long distance that you're thinking about. Hydrate water. In our 30s, we hydrate.
The thirst is real,
Yeah.
both literally and figuratively. So you need to stay hydrated.
Oh my God. Goodbye.
Bye!